Hands on your lap. Spine erect. Eyes gently closed. Bring your attention to your breathing. Observe the breath as it enters the nostrils and as it goes out as you exhale. Allow the breath to come naturally. Count 1 to 6 as you inhale and 1 to 12 as you exhale. The purpose of this counting is merely to make your breathing rhythmic in a particular fashion, in a particular pattern, so that it assists us in our meditation. Increase the count 1 to 7 as you inhale and 1 to 14 as you exhale. The breath gets deeper and longer. This brings more oxygen, prana vayu, to your lungs. The lower portion of the lungs hardly get any breath of air. Many times it has all stale air stored in it, which is the reason why our immunity is poor. So we need to breathe deeply and slowly so that there is time for all the carbon dioxide to be collected from the body and conveyed to the lungs so that it can be thrown out through exhalation. Increase the count to 1 to 8 as you inhale and 1 to 16 as you exhale. If you find that your spine is stiff, relax. Spine should be erect but not stiff. Stiffness will add tension. Now slowly bring your attention to the top of your head, the Sahasrara chakra, the fontanel bowl area, the soft portion of the head which was as a child. At this portion, take your right hand, place it on top of your head, fingers spread apart, palm pressing downwards. Rotate clockwise, slowly and gently 7 times in a clockwise direction. Now lift your hand 4 inches above the head. See if there's any flow of energy from your head to the top, to the palm of your hand. Now bring your hand down. Imagine there is a funnel on top of your head, and from this point at 4 inches above your head, the cosmic energy is getting into the funnel and entering into the fontanel bone area. At the point 4 inches above, there is another energy center, but since it is outside the body, we cannot sense it. But we need to feel the presence of it and imagine the energy flowing through that point into your head. This energy flows into the head, fills the cells and nerves, the entire brain, then rushing into the face, the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth. Then through the chin enters the gullet and into the neck, the shoulders. It goes to the 2 arms, right up to the fingertips. Feel the flow of this energy into your body, into your chest, into the lungs, the center heart. It goes into the stomach region, the abdomen, the whole of the abdomen, which is also called the Bhavasagar or the void. And it enters the Swadhisthana Chakra between the hip joints and to the tailbone. Below the tailbone is the base chakra, the root chakra, the Muladhara. The Muladhara chakra gives us intelligence, purity, auspiciousness, chastity. Pull the rectum a little inwards, upwards, and you come to the triangular bone or the sacrum bone, in which is the residual coiled energy within us. This energy rises in all of us and provides us strength. But the strands that rise are just 1 or 2, which is even less than the thickness of a hair. But when we awaken it very consciously, more strands rise and we get more energized. More energy passes into the channel, into the nerve centers, and through that into the smaller nerves spread all over the body, which provides energy to the glands, to the organs, to our entire body machinery. Feel the rise of Kundalini to the Swadhisthana chakra, and from there up to the Nabhi. The Nabhi, which is behind the solar plexus, just behind the belly button, on the spine. Today we shall see a little more about Nabhi or the Manipur chakra. The Nabhi, the deity is Lakshmi Narayana. The Nabhi chakra consists of 10 petals. It is a 10-petaled lotus. Fire element. Fire is the element of the Nabhi chakra. We say fire in the belly. That is the fire, the digestive fire that absorbs the nutrients from the food that we eat and nourishes our body. This energy center caters to stomach, spleen, the kidneys, the liver, the large intestine, the small intestine. Among these organs, there are two very important organs in the stomach region, and they are the liver and the spleen. The liver is to the lower portion of the right ribs, right lungs, below the ribs. So here we take our left hand and place your hand on the right side just towards the last ribs, last couple of ribs, which is the place of your liver. Place your left hand there and imagine the energy going from your hand into the liver. The liver is the seat of attention, your awareness. If there is something wrong with the liver, your attention is affected, your awareness is affected. The power or the power of awareness or attention comes from the liver. That is why consumption of alcohol, you lose your awareness. The person is not in his senses. He doesn't know what he talks. He's not aware. He may talk the truth, but it is out of non-awareness. He's not really aware. That is why the disease of the liver, the cirrhosis of the liver, once it is damaged, it affects the living being. The life of a person depends on the liver. See if you can feel the pulsation in your hand. If not, it's okay. If the liver gets heated up, you can place an ice pack to cool it. Now take your left hand back to your lap. The other organ is the spleen. It is like the speedometer on your scooter or on your car. When you drive too fast, when you push the accelerator, the speedometer goes haywire and you lose a sense of balance. Similarly, if it is too slow, if the liver is lethargic, the speedometer will slow down below normal. And also, we will not function properly. So it is necessary to keep ourselves in balance. We need to check both the liver and the speedometer. So this Nabhi center, the Manipur chakra, provides energy to both these organs. So if the energy supply has to be proper and clean, we need to keep the energy center active. We need to cleanse the center of all toxins. A lot of toxins is caused not merely by food, but also what we store or what we put in by way of emotions, hatred, anger, grudge, jealousies. All these negative emotions get stored in this huge area of the abdomen somewhere or the other and causes blockages. So we need to see what we put into our gut. The gut feeling that we get which actually is intuition, which warns us or which gives us a premonition of what is to happen, is there in the gut. If this center is blocked, if the energy is filled with toxins, this gut feeling will not rise. We will not have that sensitiveness to know, to catch it beforehand. The Nabhi, the Mula mantra is Ram, and the Bija mantra of the petals are Dum Dham Nam, Tam Tham Dum Dham Nam, Pam Fam. We add Om before and after. These are sounds from the Sanskrit language which correspond to the energy centers. These were discovered by the ancient rishis in their meditation. When you meditate for a long time in the area, exclusively for hours, days, and months together, you can hear these sounds. This is how the Sanskrit language came about, by hearing the sounds. So we shall say the Bija mantra of this energy center by adding Om before and after. We say the Bija mantra of the center of this chakra once, Ram, And for the 10 petals, rum 10 times. And then the actual Bija mantra of each of the petals. Take a deep breath in. Om Ram Om Om Ram 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 Om Om Tham Tham Nam Tam Tam Dam Dam Nam Pam Pam Om. While saying the Bija mantra, if you put the attention on the Nabhi chakra, you can feel the energy activated. This energy expands just like when you drop a pebble in a pond or in a pond of still waters. It creates motion like a circular waves, concentric circles spreading on the surface of the lake wider and wider. So also the energy from this center spreads across the abdominal region to even about a few inches outside the body. Feel the energy expand in the abdomen. Imagine like the spinal cord is like an axis and energy centers are plates on these axes rotating horizontally around you, like the former LP records. You stack a few LP records on a spindle. That is the same structure of the energy center. Now, this Nabhi chakra caters to the entire abdominal region or the void. It is called the void or the Bhavasagar. It is like a mini world within us, which we have to cross because all the challenges we face in life get stored as energy in your abdomen. Each of these challenges have to be faced square in the face. Otherwise, they will settle down and cause blockages of energy that gives a sense of a defeatist attitude, a sense of defeat in life. On the other hand, when we achieve our goals, when we are successful in life, we get a sense of satisfaction and contentment. This sense of satisfaction and contentment comes from this region of the Nabhi, the Manipur chakra, or this Bhavasagar, or the void. That is why this is also the seat of the Guru Tattva. The primordial Guru, the Adi Guru Dattatreya, leads in this region. The other Gurus who have come are an ansh of that Guru. There have been 10 Gurus across the world in the contemporary times. They are Raja Janak, Abraham, Lao Tse, Zoroaster, Shirdi Sainath, Moses, Guru Nanak, Socrates, Confucius, and Muhammad. We consider many people as gurus. They are all in the lineage of one of these gurus. The Guru Shishya Parampara, they have come in the lineage. These gurus are from the Guru Tattva, Guru principle, who have manifested in different parts of the world for the evolution of mankind in those areas at that point of time. That is why their teachings have become religions itself. The ultimate principle is the Guru principle to come out of darkness by bringing the light of knowledge, discrimination, and selection of the right. What is always right at all times. What is always wrong at all times. Choosing the right over wrong gives positive results and helps in the evolution. As we saw, the Nabhi Chakra is the fire element. It burns everything that we pour in. Some are reduced to ashes, some are converted into energy. Whatever we put in is given by the divine. It is used by the divine. It is the divine for the use of the divine. That is what is meant by the Sanskrit sloka. Brahmarpanam Brahmavihi, Brahmagno Brahmanahutam, Brahmaivatena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. The food that we eat comes from God. That food that we put in is we put into God. That food that is used is for the use of God, for the performance of actions of God. If we live in this attitude, you will have a sense of satisfaction and contentment. As we focus our attention on this Nabhi region, you can actually feel the pulsation in your stomach. Now, this here in this center, the energy flows in a circular fashion around the stomach from the sides of the stomach and meets at the center at the sternum or just above the diaphragm and enters the heart chakra. Just before entering the heart chakra is a granth, a not passage or a door, you can say, which is called Vishnu Grantha. Vishnu Granthi. So this Vishnu Granthi, you cross and come to the heart chakra. And the heart chakra is just in the center heart. Breathe deeply into your center heart. Now take your attention upwards along the spine to the back of the neck. Where is your throat chakra or the Vishuddhi chakra? And it goes up along the neck into the base of the neck where the brain gets connected to the body at the point connected by medulla oblongata. The passage through which the neurons carry the messages transmitted by the neurotransmitters from the brain to the body and carrying the response from the body to the brain. Medulla oblongata, if you focus for a long time, you can feel a light bulb, as though a light bulb at the back of your head, at the hollow of your neck, at the base of the brain. That is why we say, do not hit children at the back of the neck. Many times teachers beat the children at the back of the neck, the back of the head. It affects the eyes because the optic nerves start from here. And it is a very crucial point. It can affect the mental abilities of the person. Come to the front agya, which is about 2 inches below the forehead in the front. And through this, the central channel comes and passes and comes out at the fontanel bone area on top of the head. Now, once again, take your right hand, place it on the Sahasrara and rotate it clockwise 7 times. Now, this time, lift your hand above, move up and down over your head, up and down over your head, and see if you can feel the energy coming out onto your hand. It could be warm, it could be cool, it could be even cold, it could be hot. Whatever it is, feel that energy. If you cannot feel it, bend your head slightly forward a little bit, and then you try to move a hand up and down. Feel now this energy in your hand. Bring your hand down. Focus on the Sahasrara. See if you can sense that energy coming out of your head. Feel your fingers. Bring your attention to the palms of your hands. See if you can feel a sensation in the center of your palm, a circular motion of energy. See if you can feel any prickly sensation on your fingers, or heat or pain in any particular finger. Feel the energy in the center of your palm. These are the energies of your chakras, of the various energy centers. The energy centers, the nerve endings end in the fingers. So you can feel the motion of your chakras on your fingers. The Sahasrara is in the center of your palm. Slowly bring your attention to your breathing. Move your fingers on your hands, on your toes. Rub your hands together. Up your palm and place it on your eyes. Feel the darkness within and gently rubbing your eyes, rubbing your face. You can open your eyes.